salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, the Colts coming into this season, they were one of those teams, I think people thought, they could be a playoff team, but I don't think too many had them at the top of a loaded AFC this year. Yet here they are as they shoot for their second win as residents of Indianapolis and their third overall.
Yeah, and that reminds me that they did win with Peyton Manning, Super Bowl 41 back in 2007, but as you noted, that was in Indianapolis. They did win as the Baltimore Colts back in Super Bowl 5 when Jim O'Brien kicked a field goal to beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get him for a loss of about 3. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This Super Bowl, of course, is a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, it's something that he thought about, Brandon. He had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the...
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Colts are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we'll we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And Dak Prescott, roughly now 15 months removed from a devastating ankle injury. And think about the rehab he's had to endure along the way. And not only that, how about all the talk about would he be back with the Cowboys? That was settled in March, though. 4 years, $160 million contract. He is their quarterback. And the bigger question, would he be his old self? Well, he definitely proved all the doubters wrong. And now here he is, playing in his first Super Bowl.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Fielded at the 43. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On third down, a run by Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. John Simon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Prescott from the gun on third. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He'll take it at the 42. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 47 yards. And the Colts will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Pollard. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Darius Leonard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Taking on the midfield logo. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep for Hilton. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
A give to Elliott running left. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. They'll run with Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They just keep trying, but so far, you're finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Willis in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't...
And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Pollard. And he returns this to the 22. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Uses the stiff arm. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Prescott yet again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Quiddy Pay in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. All right. right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Pollard. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Colts! T.Y. Hilton with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Colts are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 41, Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Prescott to throw it. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Colts are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he works his way forward for about 4 after the midfield strike. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Prescott's throw there, caught by Gallup. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Here's Marlon Mack. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Colts are closing in on their 3rd Super Bowl title. They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Pollard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing, Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First down, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Here's Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the Super Bowl. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On second down, it's Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. To throw is Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.